Yeah. Let's go to start with the second interview. Uh, what's your name?
Check, so less.
What is your state gender?
Male most of the time.
How much time do you spend on homework and study each evening?
Around 3 to 4 hours.
How many hours do you spend on homework and study on weekends?
Probably 3 hours.
Do you feel you have enough time to do things that you enjoy doing or need to do other than study or complete homework? Why?
Well, I don't do much except homework because I enjoy homework. So, uh, yeah, I do have time to do the things that I enjoy because I enjoy homework.
What percentage of homework come from your overall grade?
11 to 25%.
Do you feel that you are expected to do?
Too much homework.
Why?
Because if I'm so busy doing certain homework for certain classes, I can't have time to do homework for fun.
Okay. Do you feel homework assignments are too hard for you to complete? Why?
Sometimes. The homework that I have to do online for my math class is hard to do.
Mhm. In the past, if you ever felt overwhelmed with homework assignment, did you talk with the teacher?
No,
Why? No?
never.
What could teacher do to improve the homework process? Check all the data.
Um, Make sure I have written down the homework. Make sure I understand the homework. Provide a copy of the textbook to keep at home. Give clear instructions to students about homework. Um, Give assignments further in advance of the due date. Give students more than one day to complete assignments. Let students know how homework is grades and what percentage of the grade it accounts for. And that's all.
Okay, thank you very much. What's your name?
Evan checks.
What's your state gender?
Male.
How much time do you spend on homework and study each evening?
Probably 2 to 3 hours.
How many hours do you spend on homework and study on weekends?
By 2 hours.
Do you feel you have enough time to do the things that you enjoy doing or need to do other than study or complete homework? Why?
Yes, I do. Just because like the 2 to 3 hours after school still leaves me with enough time to do what I have to do after that.
What percentage of homework account from your overall grade?
11 to 25%.
Do you feel that you're expected to do?
Probably too much.
Why?
Because it takes up a lot of time whenever you get home, and kids don't want to do that much homework, especially if they're learning at school all day.
Okay. Do you feel homework assignments are too hard for you to complete? Why?
Sometimes, but I mean it varies with different things.
In the past, if you ever feel overwhelmed with homework assignment, did you talk with the teacher? Why?
No, I've not.
What could teachers do to improve the homework process? Check all of that out.
They could give less homework. Um, Make sure that the person's written down the homework. Make sure they understand the homework. Definitely provide a copy of the textbook to leave at home. Give clear instructions about it. Um, give assignments further in advance of the due date. and give them more than 1 day to complete the assignments. Let students know how homework grades and what percentage it accounts for. And yeah, that's all.
Yeah. Thank you very much for
Thank you.
this interview. Thank you. What's your name?
My name is Vigeli Leokis.
What's your state gender?
My gender is male.
How much time do you spend on homework and study each evening?
Probably about 2 hours to 3 hours.
How many hours do you spend on homework and study on weekends?
On weekends, probably about 3 hours.
Do you feel you have enough time to do things that you enjoy doing or need to do other than study or complete homework? Why?
No, not really. I just have a lot of homework, so I don't get time to play Minecraft or I can't like go find diamonds or anything.
What percentage should homework account from overall grade?
0 to 10%.
Do you feel that you are expected to do?
Too much homework.
Why?
Because some of the homework is just it's not really useful to us.
Do you feel homework assignments are too hard for you to complete? Why?
No, I can take stuff that's pretty hard, but actually no, some of them are a little too hard because they're just asking you to do way too much stuff in too little time.
In the past, if you ever feel overwhelmed with homework assignment, did you talk with the teacher? Why?
Yeah, in the past I've like asked the teacher for like an extension of time so that I have more time to do the homework.
What could teacher do to improve the homework process? Check all that they do.
Um, Give less homework. Uh, make homework optional or for extra credit. Make sure I have written down the homework. Make sure I understand the homework. Provide a copy of the textbook to keep at home. Um, uh, Make assignments accessible from home by the use of a classroom website. Um, yeah, that's it.
Thank you very much for
Thank
this
you.
interview. What's your name?
Cameron Dar,
What's your state gender?
male,
How much time do you spend on homework and study each evening?
4 to 5 hours,
How many hours do you spend on homework and study on weekends?
2 hours.
Do you feel you have enough time to do things that you enjoy doing or need to do other than study or complete homework? Why?
No, I do not think I have enough time because homework takes much of my time out of school away from me.
What percentage should homework account from your overall grade?
11 to 25%.
Do you feel that you are expected to do?
Um, I feel that I'm expected to do too much homework
Why?
because there's a lot of useless homework that doesn't apply to the class.
Do you feel homework assignments are too hard for you to complete? Why?
No, but there are so many assignments that it's hard to complete them all.
In the past, if you ever felt overwhelmed with homework assignment, did you talk with the teacher?
Yes, I have asked for more time to do the homework if I can't complete it.
What could teacher to do improve the homework process? Check all the effort.
I think that teachers can give less homework, um, make sure I understand the homework, provide a copy of the textbook to keep at home, let students know how homework is grades and what percentage of the grade it accounts for. and give students more than one day to complete assignments.
Yeah. Thank you very much for this interview. Let's go. What's your name?
Evan Merrill,
What is your state gender?
male.
How much time do you spend on homework and study each evening?
About an hour and a half to 2 hours.
How many hours do you spend on homework and study on weekends?
3 to 4 hours.
Do you feel you have enough time to do things that you enjoy doing or need to do other than study or complete homework, right?
Somewhat on some days, but when I do have extracurriculars, it cuts into my free time.
What percentage of homework comes from your overall grade?
11 to 25%.
Do you feel that you are expected to do?
Uh, Too little homework or too much homework.
Why?
Most of my classes have more than 3 assignments per class, so that's a lot of homework.
Do you feel homework assignments are too hard for you to complete? Why?
It depends on the class. Most of my other classes like English and science and mathematics are somewhat easy, but my computer mathematics is a lot harder.
In the past, if you ever felt overwhelmed with homework assignment, did you talk with the teacher, right?
I have felt overloaded with homework, and I have talked to my teacher, and he helped me to manage time better and not feel so overloaded with homework.
What could teachers do to improve the homework process? Check all the data.
Um, Give less homework. Uh, Make sure that I have written down the homework. Make sure I understand the homework. Give clear instructions to the students about homework. Give assignments further in advance of the due date. And make assignments accessible from home by the use of classroom websites.
Yeah. Thank you very much for this interview. Thank you.